Chapter 1.1, Comparing and Ordering Integers. So integers, I like to say, are our counting numbers. Our counting numbers. For example, 1, 2, 3. Okay, counting numbers or integers do not have decimals. No decimals, no fractions. But they do have negatives. So for example, -1, -2, -3, those are all integers. 0 is also an integer. Now opposites are just what they sound like. They are numbers the same distance from 0. So if I was to draw a number line, here's 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. So -1 and 1 are opposites. They both lie 1 unit away from 0. 2 and -2 are opposites. They both lie 2 units away from 0. -3 and 3 are opposites, etc. and so forth. So a number and its positive, or a negative and its positive, or a positive and its negative, those are opposites. So in example 1, find the opposite of -12. The opposite of -12 is 12. They are both the same distance away from 0. Okay, example 2 and then example 3. So what is the sum of -3 plus 3? Well, I'm going to think about this on a number line here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. So if I have -3 right here, and I want to add its opposite, 3, well, they're both a distance from 0. One's just a positive distance. So if I start here and I add 3, I'm going to end up right here at 0. So any number plus its opposite is 0. Okay, they are called additive inverses, which I believe we will learn the technical term here in a couple of chapters, but I'll tell it to you now. They are called additive we'll skip that. We'll actually come back to that later. Okay, just know this. This is the super important part. Any number plus its opposite is equal to 0. Now I want to compare numbers. I want to compare -7 and I want to compare 1. Anytime you are asked to compare means to use one of the inequality symbols, greater than, equal to, less than. So, -7. Let's make my number line again. You do not have to make number lines every time you do this. If it helps you, please use it. The ultimate goal is for you to be able to visualize this so that you don't have to use a number line. But in the meantime, feel free to use those number lines. So 1, 0, -1, 2, -4, -5, -6, -7. So I'm going to compare -7 right here and 1 way up here. You are going to write the original problem or write the entire problem. So -7 something 1. Well, -7 is further to the left, and the further left you go, the smaller the number gets. The further to the right, the larger the number gets. Therefore, -7 is less than 1. And the entire inequality is your answer. Do not just give me this as your answer. That is a big fat no-no. You must write the entire thing. Okay? All right, example 4. Order the cities on the map from coldest to warmest by graphing. So, by graphing, this is kind of my key here, means I'm going to put it on a number line. So, let's start by creating my number line. And the first thing I need to do is identify what are my warmest and my coldest. So let's see, Kodiak is at 10 degrees, Juneau at 11 degrees, Fairbanks -27, okay, that looks pretty low. So it looks like Juneau is going to be my highest, and Fairbanks here is going to be my lowest. So since I have a pretty big spread here, I'm actually going to go ahead and count by tens, but I'm going to leave a fair amount of space in between. So, actually let's count by fives. 15, 10, 5, 0, 5. I'm going to run out of room. Okay, let's put a few more of these in here. 0, -5, -10, -15, -20, there we go, -25, -30. So sometimes your number line, you're going to go, uh-oh, I don't have enough spaces, okay? You're going to need to expand it or put some more number spaces in. Try and get your spacing as even as you can. Mine's not very even today, but try and get yours as even as you can. So let's see. Let's pick a bright color here. We have Nome at -10 degrees. Okay, so let's check off Nome at -10 degrees. Here we go. We have Anchorage at -5 degrees. Fairbanks, -27 degrees. So -27 will be in between -25 and -30. So we're going to put Fairbanks right in there. Valdez at 8 degrees. So that's going to go in between 5 and 10. Juneau's at 11 degrees. I'll go right after the 10. And Kodiak at a nice balmy 10 degrees. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and list them from coldest to warmest. I'm going to list the cities because it does tell me to order the cities. So my actual answer is actually going to be Fairbanks, and then let's see, we had -10 degrees next, which was Nome, and then next was -5 degrees, which was Anchorage, and after that was 8 degrees, which was Valdez. And after that was 10 degrees, which was Kodiak. And finally, we had Juneau. I have a friend from Juneau. Okay, so this is actually your answer. The question asked me to order the cities. So this is actually the instruction for this. How did we do it? What technique did we use? We used graphing. So we plotted them on a number line, and then we read them starting here with Fairbanks, and we ordered them as we moved up the number line. But this is in fact your answer, the list. Okay, that's it for examples. Go ahead and complete your quick checks in CYUs, and I'll answer questions the next time I see you.